Good evening, this is your night before news video for your second further maths paper tomorrow morning. Just like we did in the first night before news video, I'm just going to go through the possible topics that could come up tomorrow as some last minute tips for you to do some revision this evening. So starting off again with what's going to be in the exam, I'm splitting this into the further maths content and just crossover with the GCSEs. But specifically I wanted to think about what wasn't in paper 1 because those are the topics that are more likely to come up in paper 2. So things like binomial expansion, we haven't seen a question on binomial expansion yet, sketching cubics or quartics, although we did have a cubic graph in paper 1, it wasn't a sketching cubic question, which is a very different skill. Quadratic modelling, so remember all of those contexts where it could be a stone being kicked off a cliff or a person diving off a diving board, and then you might need to solve a quadratic or complete the square to find a maximum height or a time at which a maximum height is reached. Harder probability, so thinking specifically about conditional probabilities, maybe forming an equation and then solving, so taking two counters out of a bag, different coloured counters. Harder trigonometry, so I'm thinking specifically solving equations with trigonometry and sketching with graphs and solving from graphs. Potential crossover with GCSE higher maths, things that didn't come up in paper 1 but are considered those sort of higher level skills and also feature in the further maths scheme of work. Things like harder factorising, so maybe you've got to remove a linear factor from an expression. Coordinate geometry, so finding the length of line segments between coordinates and potentially using those to then find the area of a triangle formed by 3 coordinates, or an angle inside of a triangle, or parallel or perpendicular line equations, including things like equations of circles and tangents to circles. Quadratic sequences, probability, so just again any type of probability, I haven't really seen any of it so much so far apart from a bit of set notation in paper 1. And then 3D Pythagoras and trigonometry. Obviously this is not an exhaustive list, this is just best guess as to what is possibly going to be seen in the paper tomorrow, and could provide you just with a bit of direction this evening. So how are you going to revise then this evening? You can go on Arbor, you will see all of those lessons that have been uploaded this year, along with the attached exam questions. Sparks Maths is great, so go to Independent Learning, select Further Maths and then just type in a topic name, and Corbett Maths, click on More and then the Further Maths section, and you've got a whole bunch of topic packs with videos, practice questions and answers. That's it for this video, just a couple of last minute tips to give you some direction this evening as to what to be revising. Feel free to drop us an email if you want any help, but also we will be on the hub from 7 AM tomorrow if you come in with some questions that you've got from your revisions this evening, and also we can do some revision together. Good luck!